Hey guys, what's going on? Matter77 here, bringing you another Airsoft video. This one is going to be more of a desktop video rather than a gameplay video or even a review. And basically what I'm going to be going over today are my top 5 favorite budget brands for Airsoft, specifically AEGs. And the reason I'm doing this is because I've noticed an influx of beginner guns coming out. It seems like everybody's in a race to make like the best rifle for as little money as possible to get to the consumer. And I just thought I'd go over the brands that have really proven themselves in my eyes. And I'll talk about some other brands not included in this list. But I thought you should know this is not in any particular order. These are just 5 brands that I think are really good and produce high quality stuff for under $200, and that's the price range that I'm looking at, 200 and below. All right, so first up we have Echo One. They've been around for a long time. They're basically, as some people would say, a JG, a rebranded JG, rebranded D-Boys, but they're like a bit more than that. I've had this confirmed by them on their website and just other people who have noticed this, as well as myself. They do use some different parts than a JG. They use stronger bushings. They use a much better shell, in my opinion. I think the shell on an Echo One is phenomenal compared to the JG ones. Not that the JG ones are bad. I just like the Echo ones better. Um, they also I can't remember if it's the piston or cylinder head, but they use a different one of those. Don't remember which one it is, but it's a lot better than the stock ones you might find on a JG. And I'm pretty sure that's it. I thought there was one more piece, but I think that might be it. And really, they just have better QC, and the warranty is awesome for Echo ones, as well as the customer service. So right here, I would recommend most of these, except for if you ever see it, it's not on this page, but the Genesis series rifles. I don't like those at all. I think they cut a lot of corners on those, but for the most part, all of these guns are going to deliver solid performance, especially the Stag Arms rifles. These are pretty good beginners. Everyone seems to enjoy those. This gun right here, the AR-57, a bit of an odd gun, but it was probably one of my top favorite guns that I've bought for $200. I think it says 209 here, but you can find it a bit cheaper on other websites, and it's honestly so good. The range was amazing, accuracy was great. If it took M4 magazines, it would probably be like the best M4 rifle that you can get for 200 bucks. But honestly, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Great gun, and I would definitely recommend this one as well as their other guns that you can get. All right, next we got KWA. They really took a step up here and had a huge markdown on their prices. As you can see, you can now get a KM4 for only $200, and it used to be $250 about a few months ago. Their CQR Mod 1 came out not too long ago. Basically the same as a KM4. It has a 2GX gearbox. The only difference is it has a polymer upper receiver and maybe only a couple different parts compared to the KM4s. But it's really cool to see that you can now get a full metal M4A1 by KWA for $200, which is really nice because they do make some high quality stuff. I know a lot of people talk trash about the brand, but I honestly haven't had very many problems with it. Aside from their two-piece hop-up, which is honestly trash, KWA makes some good stuff. All right. Um, but yeah, as you can see, you can really only get 3 rifles for around this price range. But if you can afford it, I would get it. They're good, and they're definitely a step up from beginner. And these 3 are probably at around the intermediate range, which is great. All right, CYMA, they have definitely proven themselves to be just utter tanks. These guns are seriously, oh my god, they're so durable. Their AKs especially, they probably make the best AKs, even compared to other brands. The only brand I would put ahead of CYMA in terms of AKs is Real Sword. I'm not sure you can do much better than a real sword. Um, but honestly, these CYMA AKs are a great deal. Here you can get a real metal or real wood full metal M4 or AK-47. Sorry, I'm losing it right now. Um, for the base price was $180. I have this exact gun, and this thing is such a tank. Compared with the drum mag that I have, the 3,000 round drum mag, this thing can run and run and run constantly all day long, just holding down that trigger. Um, they're just built like tanks. I don't know what CYMA did, but they make great AKs, and I would also recommend their M14. My buddy had one, the OD one right here, and it was a pretty good gun as well. All right, so moving on, we have JG. I'm just gonna scroll to the top here. Most of their guns here, I would recommend. Honestly, all of these are not bad. It's JG. They have definitely proven themselves as well. Good beginners, but they're you can't really compare them to like $300 GMPs, maybe even like Lonex. But for the price 150, I've had a P90 that was $120. My friend had the $150 M4. Both lasted about 2 to 3 years without failing, which is good for a gun that you don't even spend, $200 on. Right? These are like kind of the lower end of this budget line, and they still perform flawlessly. And they're good. They're good, solid performers with a good FPS. All right, last one we're gonna look at is King Arms. They make some solid items as well. I actually love King Arms. They're probably in my top 5 favorite brands overall. Um, and the reason being because they just offer some great guns. As you can see, these are all very expensive, but they're all very good. The one I wanted to look at was this one right here, the Full Metal Colt licensed M4A1. This, when it wasn't discontinued, it was $200. I didn't see a single. Um, well, maybe there were a couple negative reviews, but let's take a look. For the most part, it was a great rifle. Um, I see a lot of people who recommend it. It's sad that they would discontinue it because a $200 gun that's licensed with engraved trademarks, a full metal body, and it's made by King Arms. You really can't beat that. Um, and well, I'll just take a look when at the reviews when it loads. But for the most part, it was a great gun. Yeah, as you can see right here, basically 30 customer reviews, all 5 stars, at least most of them. Um, yeah, right here, 4 or 5 stars. It's honestly, you can't go wrong with this gun if you can find it. I mean, they make some new M4s that are full metal, like the Skull Frog licensed ones. The base price is much higher than $200, but those are good as well. And I would even recommend this gun right here, the M933. I almost bought one of these. I decided against it and I got a different gun. I think it was an ICS, but this is a good line. And their whole budget line is great too. Um, and for those of you wondering, I did not include G&G on this list, mainly because I've owned 3 Top Techs. All 3 have failed in 1 month, and these are Top Techs, $400 rifles. I had 2 gas ones, one electric one, the 416. They all failed within a month. I think they're complete trash. G&G is one of my least favorite companies. I've never owned a combat machine, but I honestly don't think I'm missing much. And ICS, they are probably up there, maybe my second favorite brand, I'd say, or third. But I don't like their sport lines at all. However, if you can afford a pro line, I would get it. They're great. And I just wanted to go over those in case any of you were wondering why I wouldn't include those 2 brands. And another brand that I'm seeing a lot of is of Deepfire. I know Airsplat had a huge sale on those a couple days ago, but I don't really know a lot about them yet, so I didn't want to recommend anything. But I'm sure that their Silver series, if it's anything like their Professional series, it's probably going to be a good gun for the $200 range again. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be uploading more in the future. And I guess with that, goodbye everybody.